Hi my angels, and welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to be telling you guys all the things that I was loving last month. I know I did my last monthly favourites video, it seems like only a couple of weeks ago because I was quite ill during this month. But I've tried not to include too many products in my last video that I was genuinely loving this month so that I would have some things to tell you about. So I'm going to first start off with something a little bit different, and that is some of my favourite Instagram accounts. Specifically, they are motivational positive accounts on Instagram. Now, I love accounts like this because I kind of love going through my Instagram and there'll be like pictures of makeup and this and that and the other, and then there'll be a really nice positive quote which will just help me on a day-to-day basis keep really positive. So I wanted to share with you guys some of my favourites. So I will leave a link to all of them in the info box below, so please make sure you go and check them out. My favourite accounts are Wealthy Words, which is basically a quote that you see in the picture and then there's either like a little story or reasoning behind the quote itself and how it can just kind of like help you on a day-to-day basis. So that's my first favourite Instagram account. So the second one is actually called GVO Quotes. If you follow me on Twitter, you know that I kind of send out a tweet every morning with the hashtag GVO because it stands for Good Vibes Only. And what GVO Quotes do on Instagram is they post really positive quotes on there, so that's a really good one as well. And then the other one that I love is Positive Vibes Quotes, and again that is a really nice quote account. I find that the quotes on there are really original as well. And last but not least is my boyfriend's account, and that is just at Vex King, and he is very much so a believer of the law of attraction and positive thinking and just living a positive lifestyle. So if you guys could give him a follow, that would be amazing. But those are generally the kind of accounts that I love following and that I kind of look forward to every day when I scroll through my Instagram. And if I haven't seen them, then I will go onto their page and just kind of scroll and like have a read, and it really helps me kind of stay positive. So I wanted to share those with you guys. And now I'm going to crack on into the makeup things that I was loving last month. So, the first thing that I want to talk to you guys about is a foundation and foundation drops. It's actually a really cool thing that the Body Shop have launched. I think they launched it earlier this month. Basically what it is they have got their new foundations out. This one I have here, which is called Sicily Amber, and it's 050, which is the shade. Let me find the other thing that I need to show you guys. I feel like I have no idea. Oh, here it is. So yeah, this is the foundation. It's a very dewy foundation. Think MAC Face and Body with better coverage, so you don't actually need to put too much on, if that makes sense. It's super dewy and it has SPF in it, so it's perfect for day-to-day wear because no matter whether it's physically sunny outside, you definitely need SPF on your face. So this is actually a little bit dark for me now because my tan is coming off, but what I love that the Body Shop have released recently are these shade adjusting drops. I think these are genius. I mean, I don't understand why no one has thought of this before, but this is the lightning drop. So if you pump out foundation on your hand, a drop of this will make it half a shade lighter, I believe. I just love this because I obviously went on holiday a couple of months ago, so I do have a tan and my tan is wearing off. So all of the foundations that I'm still loving from the summer, I feel like I can still use because of these lightning drops. And one thing that I do want to say is it also comes in a darkening shade, obviously, to make your foundation half shade darker. But this is, I want to say, one of the best contouring products that I've ever used. I've actually done a tutorial of me using these so you can see these in action, and I have used this as a contour. If you guys have seen my foundation contour and highlight routine, you will know that I love contouring and highlighting with foundations, and I feel like this has just kind of made me love that even more. I've kind of stopped contouring using foundations, but this has kind of made me love it all over again. So yeah, I personally use the darker shade for contouring because I'm really weird like that. I love using products for different things, but this one has been a lifesaver now that my tan is wearing off. But these retail for £10, I believe, which is cheaper than buying a foundation or like different shades of foundations. So these are fabulous, but I prefer the lightening one definitely for lightening up the foundation and the darker one for contouring because it's a really nice cool toned shade. So these were my first kind of things that I was loving last month. The next thing that I was loving, which I don't think I've spoken about in a favorites video, is the Maybelline Nudes eyeshadow palette. I genuinely believe this palette right here is the best eyeshadow palette in the high street out there. These are the shades that you get in here. There are loads of nice brown tones, shimmers, and a super dark matte black, which I find that is quite hard to get a hold of, especially when it comes to the high street kind of eyeshadow palettes, but I have been loving this. I feel like the last couple of months I have been reaching for this in comparison to a lot of other eyeshadow palettes that I have. When I was in America, I actually picked up the Blush Nudes and the Smokes palette as well, and these are just equally as gorgeous as the Nudes palette. Because of the quality of the Nudes one, I know these are just going to be incredible. I haven't actually had the chance to give them a go just yet, but I'm definitely going to be giving the Smokes a go, especially because I want to do so many party looks, so I will try and keep these in mind when I do the looks, because I know I have a lot of people who watch me in America and these are out in America, so I'm well jealous of you guys that you have them, but I can't wait until they launch in the UK. But the Nudes palette was something that I have just been obsessed over the past couple of months. So the next product that I was loving is a highlighter, and I know I included Becca and Jaclyn Hill's Champagne Pop last month, but since then a new highlighter has entered my life and I am obsessed. It is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Starlight Illuminator. So the shade of this is called Starlight. It's kind of like a really pearlescent shade, which again is kind of different to all the other ones I own. I feel like this is a more pigmented version of the Kevyn Aucoin Celestial Powder in Candlelight, but this is just stunning. I just feel like this would suit so many different skin tones, and in case you are wondering, I am wearing it on my cheeks today, and I have included it in a couple of my recent tutorials as well, so you can see it in action. But I just love it because it gives me such a gorgeous kind of healthy glow without it having too much of a colour in it, like without it being pink or too yellow, if that makes sense. Speaking of Anastasia Beverly Hills, I also got my hands on their liquid lipsticks. These are just two shades which I love. I do also love Pure Hollywood, which I feel like is in my bag. But these are her liquid lipsticks. This one is in the shade Veronica, and this one is in the shade Sepia or Sepia. I don't know how to say that word. But I have been loving these. I think they are a great quality liquid lipstick. Some of them I find feel drier than others. It might just be down to the colour or the pigment in them. So I'm actually wearing the shade Seraphine on my lips right now. I just love the colour selection in her liquid lipstick range. I think there's a colour to suit like everyone, every mood, every occasion. But speaking of liquid lipsticks, I have been pairing it with a lip mask underneath because I find that this really helps them feel less dry, and that is the Best Damn Beauty lip mask by Nicole Guerrero. I have mentioned this in another favourites video before, but I just really like this. I actually mentioned something about liquid lipsticks in a recent video of mine. I want to say it's a favourites video. There was actually a girl who commented on the video saying, try putting this lip mask underneath because it's like the best thing for liquid lipsticks, and I was like, oh yeah, like I need to give that a go, and I have been loving the combination. It still gives your liquid lipstick like that matte effect, but it doesn't feel as dry on your lips. So this is also something else that I've been loving, and again, it's had a lot of love in my recent tutorials as well. The last kind of makeup thing that I wanted to show you is a setting spray. I actually ran out of this setting spray, and I didn't realise how much I actually loved it until I ran out. But that is the Urban Decay Makeup Setting Spray. During Navratri, I actually wore my MAC waterproof foundation with this sprayed on top once my makeup was all done, and my makeup lasted so long, and that's what made me realise just how much I love this setting spray. It really does make a difference when wanting to keep your foundation on for longer. So was loving this as well. So that, you guys, is the end of my monthly favourites video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. it was a bit of a mishmash of everything. But yeah, please let me know what products you have been loving recently, because I would love to know, because I'm always wondering what I should add into my collection. But yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did, and please don't forget to subscribe as well. And yeah, I guess I will see you guys all in my next video. Bye!